Hey guys, thogden here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going on to round 4 of the Champions League predictions. We're getting nearer and nearer to the knockouts. Thogdad, you must be loving it, lad.
I am loving life. It's tasty, isn't it, in the Champions League, and we all love it.
And this week, it's going to be more interesting because you guys are going to be able to predict the Champions League games with us on the Omada app.
Brilliant. You've been playing that all week, haven't you?
I know. It's funny. I wrote to them saying, like, I love your game. Let's work together. And all of a sudden, we've got something. So it's really cool. And we've got a league code, which is on the screen now, basically my name. If you join that, by the end of the week, you can build up your coins. And if you win the league with your knowledge on football, predicting games, it's very simple. You're going to be in the next Champions League predictions. How cool is that?
That is cool. And the best part about this game, it is free. Completely free, isn't it?
Absolutely free. It's just a social game. You can play with your mates. So basically, if you predict a win, you get it right, you win more coins. It's just a lot of fun, you know.
Brilliant. What about your cousin? He's under 18. Can he play?
Of course you can. Everyone. If you're 94 years old or you're 13, you can play this game. It's completely free. Get involved in the league, and if you win it, you're in the predictions. Omada, it is a pleasure to be working with you after playing the game.
This is the best Omada since the Spanish Armada.
Thogdad, just get out.
Now, the last time we did this video, we got 8,000 likes, but you know what? I'm not happy with that, Theo. This time I want 10,000 likes, and if we don't get that, I'm coming around your house, I'm nicking your crisps.
Here's something I haven't said in a while. It's like a trick or treat, but you nick that crisp. Yeah. We're going to it. If Thogdad says something, you do it.
Unless the prawn cocktail, I hate those.
You once had too many, and you can never eat them again. True story. Thogden fact about Thogdad.
And the first game is Malmo against Chelsea. Chelsea are second in Group H. It's looking good. Malmo, no goals scored, Theo. 11 conceded. That is the joint worst. Surely it's going to be an easy Chelsea win.
Malmo fans, they create a good atmosphere at home.
Yeah.
It's not easy to go away from home in any European night and come away with a result. But you do look at Chelsea lately. They're winning it all. 3-0 at Newcastle. Their recent Champions League form, apart from that Juve game, has been class. It's hard to say anything else than a Chelsea win. 2-0. And I think it's going to be a Mount masterclass. 1 goal, 1 assist. The reason I say that, he was dropped in the Premier League. I'm sure you love that in your fancy team, mate.
Thanks for rubbing that in. I think Chelsea are going to win this one 3-0. They look superb at the moment. Top of the Premier League. No mistakes here. Wolfsburg against RB Salzburg. This is bottom of the group against top of the group, Theo. What is going to happen here?
First of all, it's a bit of a tongue twister, that. Wolfsburg against Wolfsburg. Salzburg, sorry. Even I got it wrong. This is going to be a Lucas Nemecha masterclass. He used to play for Preston and Man City, and he's bagging the goals at the moment. He will be the reason Wolfsburg finally get a win in the Champions League. I know they're struggling at the moment. They're going to bring it back at the home fixture. What do you reckon?
Well, Wolfsburg, only 2 points from 3 games, but this is a really tight group. The problem with Wolfsburg is they've only scored 2 goals so far. But I reckon they might sneak with this one, Theo.
You bring it to Germany, they get the result. Wolfsburg 2-1. Do you agree?
I'm going 1-0 to the Germans, but if the Austrians win it, then the hills will be alive with the sound of music.
You got there in the end. On to the next one.
And the next game is Villarreal against Young Boys. And in Switzerland, it was one-way traffic, 4-1. But it was actually closer than it sounds there, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Young Boys, the only team they've won in the Champions League was Man United. That iconic game where Ronaldo dropped a stinker. Well, they're going to be fuming with me for saying that. That's all I'm going to say. He actually scored, but so be it. Villarreal at home will just be too good for Young Boys.
Yeah.
They beat them away. They're going to bring it back as well. Villarreal have been shaky in the Spanish league recently, so winning in Europe is key for the gaffer, Unai Emery, to keep his job. I think the goals will come from Pino, the Spanish boys breaking through to the first team, and Danjuma, who looks very exciting on the wing, got added amounts of pace, and you just don't know which way he's going to go on his day. He looks quality.
Absolutely, Theo. I agree with you. Home win, it's going to be 3-1 to Villarreal, but this is a very tight group. Anything can happen here.
Yeah, if Young Boys win, they're straight back in it. It means a lot for them. If they lose this, they could be out.
Juventus against Zenit St. Petersburg. I'm wearing the shirt. I have no clue why. Theo's picking up a shirt. What is that?
It's the Zenit shirt.
That's what I should be wearing.
You should be, because you actually lived in St. Petersburg half your life. It's signed by Malcolm. So if Malcolm scores, it's because I've brought him into the video, and you know, Champions League predictions. So yeah, look at that.
But the Italian old lady are running away with this group. Can Zenit possibly get anything from this?
I think they can. Aaron Ramsey out. Moise Kean out. Chiesa, you know what I'm going to say here, out. So, I think Zenit can come away with something. Sneak a little Juba 90th minute winner. But, predicting that, I don't want to lose to you. Yeah. You're a bit of a muppet. So, I will still say a tight Juve, scrappy Chiellini goal in the second half to win it 1-0. But I would love a Zenit surprise being half Russian.
Yeah, in Russia, it was Kulusevski who got the late goal. Now, Zenit have lost twice, but only conceded 2 goals in the tournament so far. But I kind of agree with you, Theo.
Yep.
2-0 to Juventus.
The boys here. Look at the shirt, by the way. Sold out everywhere. Found it in a retro shirt sale with Ellis Away Days. Go find that video and drop it a comment, TDL.
Bayern Munich against Benfica. Bayern Munich are absolutely smashing this tournament with 12 goals. Nobody has scored more. And in the last game, they won 5-0. Surely this is going to be a cricket score, Theo.
They love 5-0s. Maybe a 5-0 prediction would make sense. Bayern are a funny one. When you get battered by Gladbach, and it's happened before with them, it seems like they're a little bogey fixture, you've got to bounce back. Bayern Munich, on their day, look like the best team in the world. Nothing can stop them. They need a big win here to show the whole of Europe that Gladbach was just a little bit of a freak result. What's your prediction, Dad?
They're going to absolutely smash them. They only need a draw to get qualification, which would be not enough for them. It's going to be 3-0 to Bayern Munich.
I've said the same, 3-0. I think that's the most likely outcome of this game. And the goal scorers for me is going to be Goretzka. Leroy Sané's been on great form in the Champions League. And I'm going to go and say Lewandowski. That didn't take a genius, did it?
What a surprise. Sevilla versus Lille in Group G, Theo. And this is the group of draws. 4 draws out of 6 games. What's going to happen here? We saw a bit of Sevilla earlier in the season, didn't we? A good team, well organised.
Yes, but something they had then, which they don't have anymore, is Papu Gomez.
Yeah.
The Tinkerman in the midfield, the one that does every little touch, scores. He's out. Big loss for them. But if they want to progress, a win here at home to Lille is vital. And I think the other players they have in that squad, a solid defence, Koundé and Diego Carlos at the back, Jesus Navas. I mean, it's a solid back line, which can keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
What's your prediction, Dad?
Well, I don't think there's going to be many goals here, but Sevilla going really well in the league. Lille actually in the bottom half of their league. So you know what? I'm going to go with home advantage, 1-0 Sevilla.
I'm going to say 2-1 Sevilla, Rafa Mir and Ocampos with the goals. We got to back them, don't they?
Dynamo Kiev against FC Barcelona. And what a horrible season so far for Barcelona.
No.
Poor in the league. Lost the first 2 games in this Champions League. Then they won 1. Theo, can they resurrect their season?
I think they can. It's difficult. It's going to take time. They've got youngsters like Gavi who are breaking onto the scene, but they're not going to all of a sudden win games, especially away from home, in difficult circumstances in Kiev. I'm going to sit on the fence here and say 1-1. But I think there's something coming out of this game that's more than just football. I want to say the best of luck to Sergio Aguero, who's having a heartbeat check after having irregular heartbeats over the last few days. I want to wish him the best of luck. I hope there's nothing wrong there.
Wow, that is worrying, and we wish him all the best. But FC Barcelona, Theo, this is a must-win game, isn't it? And also, they've got to pray that Benfica lose to Bayern Munich.
I think Kiev will hold them out, like I said, 1-1 draw. But what do you reckon?
I agree with you. 1-1. It might surprise some people, but Kiev is a difficult place to go.
Most people are predicting Barca wins because they need it.
Yes.
They can't bottle another game. What's there to prove it? Memphis isn't looking like he was in the Euros. I'm not too convinced on the rest of the squad. They've just changed their manager. They haven't brought someone in yet. It will be the assistant. It's just a mess.
Atalanta against Manchester United, and amazingly Man United are top of their group. But what a game at Old Trafford, Theo. Atalanta go 2-0 up, United come back. What do you think of that game?
It was decent. I'll give it to Ronaldo. He is performing, especially late on. And that Tottenham United game proved again why you have the go as Ronaldo. Go on, get it out your system.
Well, no, he's a funny one to call, isn't it? Both Ronaldo and United this season. We don't know what's going to happen next.
I mean, honestly, because I love Messi, he's on the back of the shirt right now. I get so much stick for not calling Ronaldo the GOAT. It's just my opinion. Do I think Ronaldo will score in this game? No. Could he? Yes. My prediction is honestly, at half-time, Atalanta will be leading 1-0.
Yes.
And in the second half, Fred will score. And then Rashford. Very good in the second half, especially off the bench. Loves to perform. I think United will come away with a 2-1 win. What do you think, Dad?
I think this is a very tight group, and there's going to be a few more twists before it all ends. And you know what? I'm going for a 2-2 draw here. I think United are leaky at the back. Now, I know they beat Spurs 3-0 at the weekend, but that's Spurs, no offence. 2-2 draw.
This is the sort of game that will be highlighted on Omade. So if you've got it downloaded and you've joined my league by Tuesday, you'll have to put win, draw, or loss in this game. Put some coins on, you win rewards if you get it right. Simple.
And now for Real Madrid against Shakhtar Donetsk. Real Madrid absolutely smashed them in the Ukraine, didn't they? 5-0. What's going to happen in Madrid, Theo?
I think it's very simple. Real Madrid are currently the pride of Spain.
Yeah.
They won the El Clasico away from home 2-1. They're probably going to win La Liga this season. Let's just go back to last year where Shakhtar Donetsk somehow did the double over Real Madrid. They beat them home and away. But that team, it seems like they've overcome a new step. It seems like it's a little bit more positive in the dressing room. I know Benzema might not be 100% for this game. I don't know if he's going to start after a little injury crisis in La Liga. But the players like Vinny Jr. are turning up at the moment. Scored a brace, I think against Elche last game. These are the sort of players that will turn up in a match like this. Very simply, Real Madrid will win 3-0.
This is going to be an absolute walkover. Shakhtar Donetsk are offering nothing in this league. It's Sheriff we need to watch out for at the moment. It's going to be 4-0 to Real Madrid. AC Milan against Porto. AC Milan absolutely in the mud in this competition. 3 games, 3 defeats. Porto beat them last time round, Theo.
Yep.
What's going wrong? Because AC Milan in the league, really impressive.
It's such a difficult game to call. But I've got a storyline.
Yeah, go on.
I had a dream and I woke up. Okay,
I'm not sure I want to hear this.
It's not like I'm still in the dream.
Yeah.
No, you do actually want to hear this.
Yeah,
it's
go on.
very, how can I say, to do with the match.
Yeah.
I flew myself out to Milan.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, I'm watching Milan-Porto from the second tier in the San Siro, where I see a half-time result of Porto 1-0.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what's going on here? Milan are about to lose and go out the Champions League.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, Rafael Leao takes the game into his own hands in the second half and produces a masterclass, and the full-time result is AC Milan 2, Porto 1. And then I woke up. So maybe I could be wrong, my dream could be completely inaccurate, but I'm going to stick by that.
Wow, that is quite a dream. It was Diaz who did the damage for Porto last time, a goal, and he also hit the bar. But if AC Milan don't get anything from this game, they are finished. So I reckon, I'm just going to agree with you, 2-1 to AC Milan.
Hey, you can't just copy me because I had a dream.
I'm copying you, but I'm not having a dream. Sporting Club de Portugal against Besiktas. Now in Istanbul, it was all about the Portuguese lads. And did you see that last goal from Paulinho? What a curler, Theo.
Absolute curler. For me, it's very simple. Besiktas away from home, 4 in a row, losses. Sporting, recent form, 6 in a row, wins. There will be no other result than Sporting 1, Besiktas 0. Thank you and good night.
Sporting to win 2-1, and I think they'll get the 3rd place. Borussia Dortmund against Ajax. Ajax absolutely smashing the group. 3 wins out of 3. You were at the last game, Theo. 4-0, wasn't it, to Ajax? Tell us about it. What was the atmosphere like?
Mental. Absolute scenes. In terms of like an incredible atmosphere across European matches, that's one of the best I've been to.
Yeah.
There were fireworks, flares, everything from the home end.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this shirt. Beautiful. To the away end, which I don't think this is last year's, so they didn't wear this shirt. But, you know, I've got both kits, just trying to flex. But listen, it was a class game. I did not expect Ajax to walk away with it like they did. I thought it would be a Haaland show, not a Hala show. Anthony, Tadic, all getting involved in the goals. If they play like that again, they could beat Dortmund at Signal Iduna Park. What do you reckon?
Well, I reckon that Sebastian Haller is winning the race for the Golden Boot. I reckon Ajax are 27-1 to win the whole tournament. But I think this will be a draw, Theo. Dortmund 2, Ajax 2.
Well, how does Marco Rose stop Sebastian Haller?
Very hard at the moment.
It's a tough question. I think they will. I think the yellow wall will get behind the boys in yellow and black and find a way of getting a big 3-2 win. And I know, you know, that's a 5-goal thriller. It's a ballsy result to go for, but I've seen Dortmund at home. They're a completely different team, especially defensively, when they got their own fans behind them. They just seem to sort it out in defence. I think they'll get the 3 points. They're both going to go through to the knockouts anyway. This Champions League is looking so good. I'm excited for the game.
Sheriff Tiraspol against Inter Milan. Sheriff top of the group. And Sebastian Thiel, what a free kick he's got, Theo. What's going to happen here?
Well, Sheriff went on a crazy run. They beat Dynamo Zagreb, Sheriff, a few more Balkan teams to get to this stage.
Yeah.
Then they went and shocked the world, beating Real Madrid. Okay, they got stopped by Inter last game 3-1. But it's difficult to then back them again because Sheriff are just... They always find a way. What do you reckon?
I reckon that Dzeko, who played superbly in that last leg, will win this one. It's going to be 1-0 to the Italians.
I think there's going to be more goals. Sheriff will score first, and everyone's going to think they're going to do it again. But then Inter will score an incredible solo effort goal from Dumfries. He'll get the ball and just go on a solo run and score. I can feel it. And then they'll go on to score a couple more, and it'll be 3-1 again.
Thogden's had another dream. Liverpool against Atletico Madrid. Liverpool absolutely smashing it. 5 points ahead. Surely they're going to win this one. But against Atletico Madrid, not a bad team.
This game has history,
Yeah.
and mate, it's so good. I might have to be there. Honestly, the Anfield for a Champions League night is going to be absolutely rocking, first of all. Atletico were the ones to knock them out the Champions League previously. That was an iconic game with Morata and Llorente scoring it. After that game, it was so big. I think Llorente called his dog Anfield. Like, there's a lot of history to this match. Diego Simeone didn't even shake hands full time with Klopp.
I know.
Do you remember that?
I remember
What's
that.
your opinions on that, Dad? You're a grown man. You're the sort of age of a Klopp or another manager. What if you were Klopp and you just saw the opposition manager walk through to the tunnel?
I think it's very disappointing, and I tweeted about that, but apparently it's what he does there.
If I don't shake hands with Thogdad before a match, it's just disrespectful. And that it doesn't matter about what people do. Like, Klopp was very frustrated by that, and I would be the same boat. I think he's done that because he's fed up with the way Liverpool have cracked the code on him.
Well, I tell you what, this is a massive game for Atletico Madrid. They're in a battle with Porto at the moment. But you know what? Liverpool are just too good. 2-1.
I think there's going to be more goals. Liverpool 3, Atletico 2. I think it's going to be a fiery encounter. Atletico, surprisingly, are pretty good away from home in the Champions League compared to home. Simeone could turn up and just find a win from somewhere. And it will be one of those games that everyone's talking about again. Anything can happen. I'm going to go for a 5-goal thriller. I think it's going to be scenes up in the northwest. Let's see what happens.
Manchester City against Bruges. It's in Belgium. And last time round, Man City absolutely smashed them 5-1.
They did.
Surely it's going to happen again there.
They're not smashing everyone. Look at the league. They lost 2-0 to Palace.
Yeah.
Ben Black jinxed it again. But listen, Dad, I genuinely believe they need to bounce back. They can't lose again.
Well, you know what Bruges did with PSG? You were there when they drew, but that was in Belgium. But at the Etihad, surely it's going to be a comfortable win. 4-1 for me to City.
They smashed them in Bruges, Dad, 5-1. Of course they're going to win at home. They're not going to slip up again. I think it's going to be 3-0. I'm imagining it now. There's going to be one Grealish screamer. There will be an Ederson assist. And one of the 3 goals will be a Manchester City centre-back.
And finally, RB Leipzig against Paris Saint-Germain. Last time round, it was 3-2 to the Parisians, wasn't it? Mbappe and Messi. The thing about Leipzig, Theo, they've scored 6 goals, but they haven't got any points.
Are you going to ignore me?
That is a nice shirt.
Look at what Man City sent us. I forgot to do it whilst we were talking about the City game, so I'm going to do it now. Look at it. Very nice.
That is a nice shirt, which, of course, as a Bolton fan, I can never wear. What's going to happen in this game? Leipzig against PSG.
Well, I'm wearing a PSG shirt. I've got Messi on the back. I think it'll be a Messi masterclass. I've been getting mentions all week about how Ronaldo's doing amazing and how Messi was subbed off at half-time. The reason he was subbed off at half-time, what people like to hide, is he was slightly injured and they wanted to make sure that injury doesn't become worse because they're playing Leipzig away in the Champions League. Now, I don't know if he's going to start, but if he does, I think Lionel Messi will take this into his own hands. I think he'll get a goal and an assist. There's going to be some sort of kick-off between the players in this match.
Wow.
I feel like Neymar is going to do something and there's going to be a massive scrap. I don't know, I just predict that.
Going to get proper tasty. I reckon this is going to be Leipzig 1, 3 to PSG.
Hey, you're copying me. I went for the exact same. Will it be Messi? Come on, Dad.
It's always Messi, isn't it?
Hey, you're being nice about Messi.
I'll give you that one, yeah.
You like Ronaldo more, though?
Yeah. I like Mo Salah more at the moment.
Listen, 10,000 likes, and Messi is the GOAT. Everyone's going to dislike it now. Don't dislike, I'm sorry. On the TDL. Right, that is the end of the video. That game, RB Leipzig PSG on Wednesday, will definitely be on Omada too. I'm talking about Omada. Thank you for working with us. It's a pleasure. It's a really fun app. Join me in my league. You're not going to beat me, though, because I'll be top. Simple as that. Easy for me. I was very good the week before last. I had a stinker this week, but next it's going to be all about the Thoggy. See you over there. Thank you for hitting 10,000 likes and subscribe if you're new.
See you soon.